Smells Like 90s Rock presents the Ollie Report, a segment dedicated to extremely professional and hard-hitting journalism. Reports on headlines straight off the news ticker through the eyes of Ollie. And now, the Ollie Report.
Hello and welcome to the Ollie Report. I'm Hot Toddy. We're back for another great story reported by our very own Ollie. Ollie's been out in the field working on a big story, but before we get into that, it is time once again for a segment we started here on this show a few months ago, where we look at frequently asked questions about the Ollie Report. And so now we bring to you once again frequently asked questions about the Ollie Report. This question comes in from Sam, from Pal. He says, why did Ollie set off all the fireworks at once last week? Doesn't he realize that was an extremely stupid thing to do? Well, the answer to that question, Sam, is, well, yeah, but you have to remember who Ollie is and what Ollie, well, how he comprehends things. And what he finds to be the smartest thing in the world, pretty much everyone else around him just looks at him and think you are the dumbest human being to ever walk the earth. Hence, why we give him his own show. The next question comes from Janine from Farragut. She asks, why did Ollie go to Cuba to chase down a story that you all probably knew was not going to be real? Well, you have to understand that the Ollie Report is a spinoff from Smells Like 90s Rock, so anything that might be 90s related, and Tupac is very much 90s related, we wanted to cover as soon as we can. Of course, you have to also remember the fact that Ollie is not the greatest journalist in the world, so why wouldn't we give him a story that might end up, you know, running into a circle? So that's just, you know, typical Ollie. But anyway, yeah, that's the answer to that question. It just worked. It just fit in for Smells Like 90s Rock and, well, you know, Ollie. And the final question comes from Steve in Seymour. He asks, seriously, what is up with this teletype sound effect in the back? I know you all don't have a real teletype. It's really annoying. Why don't you stop doing that? Now listen, Steve, this is a real teletype we've got back here, okay? I mean, I don't know what else to do for you. I mean, maybe I'll take a picture of it, post it online or something, if that makes you happy. But this is a real thing. This is where we get our headlines from. Yes, of course, we get headlines from computers, but why not have a teletype back here? You know, I think it's a smart thing to do. Oh, hi, Mr. Wells. Hello, yes, I just wanted to let you know that people have been complaining that the teletype sound effect is too loud behind your voice. You'll need to turn it down. Would you shut up? Get out of here! No, get out! Go! Shoo! Yeah! Yay! Yay! And now on to the Ollie Report. Shut up, Wells. Get out of here. I like biscuits. You've been hanging around Ollie too long, sir. Anyway, so Ollie's out in the field today. He's covering a story that's been developing here for the last few months, as a matter of fact. It's been growing and growing, and then a couple of weeks ago, it actually did happen. And of course, that is the story about the city of Lake City changing its name officially to Rocky Top, Tennessee. We've got Ollie in Rocky Top right now, ready to cover this story. Ollie, what's going on?
I don't see one Rocky Top in this place.
But I know, Ollie, but that's the whole point, is that Lake City, for those of you who don't know, changed its name to Rocky Top in order to turn it into a tourist destination.
This place?
I know, Ollie. Remember what we said about opinion. You know, don't do it.
Knoxville, UT, football.
Well, it would make more sense for Knoxville to change its name to Rocky Top, but that's neither here nor there. We're focusing on Lake City changing it to there. Now, have you spoken with any of the residents there? What are their thoughts on the name change?
Tourist attraction?
Ollie, hey, we are not having a good week here at all. No, Ollie, yes, Rocky Top wants to have their city to be a tourist attraction. In fact, if I understand correctly, and I want to get your thoughts on this, because I'm sure you've talked to some people there, is it true that they are wanting to build an amusement park there?
Biscuits. Hashtag what?
What, Ollie, they're also talking about maybe putting up a water park there. Is that even...
Oh, turn down for what? Oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever looked at.
Wait, Ollie, where are you going?
I'm leaving. This is ridiculous.
Ollie, we're not done here. Come on, you got to cover this story.
This is a small town. How are we going to fit an amusement park in here?
Ollie, please get back to the phone line. Will you just come back?
Yeah, hey, you. Amusement park, water park, Rocky Top. This ain't Knoxville. Well, it doesn't matter. I thought it was a good idea. So we tell different.
Wait a minute, is that Bert from the focus group from last week?
Hello.
Oh, hi, Bert. I see you've met Ollie. Listen, Ollie, Stop harassing people. Just come back to the phone line. Let's talk about the name change.
Fireworks store went up in flames.
Well, I know that was a very serious thing. I know, and that's a very serious story. But we're covering this.
Hashtag point.
Okay, yeah, all right. Maybe that was more of an important story to cover than this. I'm just saying it made sense to cover this story because it's making headlines right now. And well, I thought maybe you'd be interested in learning about it.
Good old Rocky Top. I don't think so. Biscuits. Cats and dogs don't have butt cheeks nipples.
Okay, Ollie, I understand. You're not okay with this story. You're very upset. Let's just calm down. Let's regroup, and let's just talk about the fact that Lake City has changed its name officially to Rocky Top in order to turn it into a tourist attraction. What do you think?
There is really no reason to cover this story, Hot Toddy. It is up to Lake City and Lake City alone if they want to change their name. It's really nobody's business. But that being said, I'm not real sure how this is going to turn into a voluptuous touring site. We really should have been covering the fireworks store that burned down the other day.
Okay, Ollie, you've made your point. You're the one that chooses these stories anyway.
Hashtag insisted.
Okay, I thought it was more of an... Never mind, Ollie. What do you say we just call it a day, huh?
Biscuits.
All right, Dan. That's going to do it for the Ollie Report this week. Tune in next time for another headline ripped from the Ollie News Ticker. Until then, have a good day and an Olliefull week.